Okay, welcome back, everybody. Another week of training here. Apologies for last week. Didn't just got a little lazy. If I'm being honest, didn't do the voiceover, but tried to put all the weights in all the videos, so you got an idea of what I was doing, what I was working on. Anywho, back to another week of training. You saw my last Monday session. I had to move to the Sunday. Just had some hockey on the Monday night. Wasn't gonna be able to get my training in, but got her, made her work. So Tuesday, started off with some SSB box squats. Would like to do these. Would have liked the box, if you will, to be a little bit lower. But the easiest way to do it was with the bench. So a little bit above parallel, almost right at parallel. But that's okay. Got the work done. Yeah, nothing fancy here. Just with the SSB. Worked up with sets of 5. I believe this is my top set here. This is 315, 335, 25, 355, 345 ish. So I move pretty well. The only thing I'm not liking here, watching these back, is my hips are kind of shooting forward first before I'm basically standing upright. But that's okay. Uh, that's okay because my upright squatting happened here with the front squats. Obviously, I'm forced to stay much more upright as if I fall forward, that bar's going to come up my shoulders. Um, so yeah, nothing fancy here. Same thing you guys have seen for the past couple weeks. I was going to talk about competition. So still not sure what's going to happen with the weight pit show end of the month here. Still have to play some more hockey to determine if I'm going to be able to do strongman or if I'm going to be able to go play hockey. We got knocked out of our first round, so now we're kind of playing for third place in the league, and third place also gets to move on to the year-end provincial tournament. So kind of, I don't know, a little bit torn. Yes, I would like to compete, but playing hockey would also be fun. It's my last year playing kind of minor hockey, organized hockey. So either way, I'm not going to be upset. Um, as far as competing goes, there's another competition in middle of April that I'm looking at. Uh, it's got some more simple events, but would just like to compete either way. Last set of front squats there looked like it was 280 ish, so pretty decent weight after getting the box squats in. And then our last movement here for lower body was some high handle trap bar. Um, no straps, just to work the grip. Definitely could have gone heavier on these, but 4 sets of 6 or whatever we did there was definitely enough. Moved on to the Thursday. We had strict log. You can see here I'm just using the Swiss bar to start. My log is 155 empty. I'm just not quite strong enough to bang that out for a bunch of reps. We kind of worked up from a set of 8 to doubles. So I jumped on the log here for a set of 4. Definitely overshot it a little bit. But got a grindy set of 4 in at 155. Taking it out of the rack is something I'm probably not going to do again. Just kind of rather than when you clean it, you're used to being in that log clean position in the front rack. I just couldn't quite get that same positioning out of taking it out of the rack. But we had a double here at 165. Bit of a grinder, but pretty good. Keeping the strict press in the program consistently, something that I'm enjoying. It's basically forcing me to up my strict press, which again is good overall. Shoulder growth, shoulder strength, and pressing power. Also doing a lot more work with dumbbells, dumbbell bench type of thing. So sets of, I think those were 8s there on incline dumbbell. Had the 70s, and then the last movement our last big compound was some dead stop pin press. Didn't want to go super crazy with the straight weight, so I decided to put the chains on. Um, excuse me. So 20 pounds of chain each side, and then worked up to 175. You can see there how hard the chains kick in. So yeah, it's not all that heavy at the top, but definitely catches up to you after a whole bunch of volume. One of the last things on the program on the session for today. Oh my gosh, was some pec flies or chest flies, whatever. And I can never. These are always hit and miss with me. I can never find the right angle to kind of flare my flare out at. Sometimes I can find the right line between putting too much strain on my shoulder and getting all of the stress on my pec. So I'm working just with the chains and just put a fat grip around it to basically have enough surface area to actually grab onto. And these actually felt pretty decent. So yeah, definitely a good variation for flies if you're looking for something to change it up a bit. Obviously, it allows you to sit in that bottom position a little bit lower and a little bit deeper as you're taking a whole bunch of the weight off, but still have enough weight to get a decent stretch. And then Friday, this was a rude day. We had sets of 7, four sets of 7 with touch and go, but we're using the deadlift bar, so obviously that felt pretty nice. We'd like to get back working on the axle. We've had axle deadlifts programmed, but just been using the regular stiff bar. So would like to get back on the axle, as I actually do like working with it. And obviously it has a lot more carryover. Also on my deadlift setup, I'm trying to get away from the roll in. I've just found that on the last couple of sessions I've had deadlifts, my starting position seems to always be different. So I'm not quite getting the same start position, and that roll in's kind of throwing me off. So trying to just get set with the bar, trying to set my feet first, and then kind of get that. You saw the kind of cock back and forth to just kind of jam my hips under, find that tension, and pull. So main accessory there was some barbell rows, sets of 5. Program said go heavy. So yeah, they were a little bit ugly, but definitely got a bunch of stress in the upper back, so felt good. Next accessory was some dumbbell seal rows. Tried to make it work with what I got, and yeah, program was to have a hold at the top, so got that done. Saturday. This Saturday was a bit of a fight to. Also want to say it's daylight savings time now, so can actually get some daylight when I'm training. Gonna have to be able to crack the garage door open, get some heat in. So definitely looking forward to the warmer weather. Saturday was a bit of a fight here. Saturday morning we got called out for a barn fire. Go help out with that. So running off about 3-4 hours sleep here. Which is fine with me. I spent almost all day watching the Arnold's, the Pro and Pro-Am. So huge congrats to everybody, mostly all the Canadians that I was watching all day. Everybody showed out, especially Big Evan Jaworski, world's strongest firefighter. Huge congrats to that guy. That guy's a fucking beauty. Competed with him at Nationals, and especially at Nationals, I sat up in my chair by myself. Don't really have a crew. You know, obviously I have people that I've competed with, people I can talk to. But I got set up by myself. Him and his girlfriend, wife, apologies. Him and his partner sat next to me, and he helped me all day. He actually gave me a couple snacks, some electrolyte stuff later in the day, and just kind of, he was cheering for me all day. I was trying to cheer for him as much as I could. I was fucking done at that competition, but Absolute beauty. Fucking insanely strong. Just a great guy. I can't say enough about him. Haven't obviously got a chance to talk to him much, as I've only competed with him at nationals. But yeah, hell of a guy. So, anywho, sandbag runs. Or sorry, we had farmers there first. 100-foot runs total. Obviously, only have 25 feet to work with. So that repick was absolutely beating up my hands, but I got it done. So bag carries, 50 foot drop, run 50 foot, and then run another 50 foot with the bag. Overall, good. And then closed out the day with some power stair work. I have never done these before, so the honestly the doing loading the implement actually felt really good. Felt really easy. I don't know what a decent weight to work with is, so I tried to just go fairly heavy, but picking it off of the bench, bringing it back down, was easily the hardest part. It was very, very annoying. Had sets of 5 programmed, but closed it out with an extra rep here. And that's about it. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back next week.